What's up, maniacs? Tonight I just wanted to make a short little video talking about kind of a personal topic, but I don't know if everybody thinks about it. I don't see a lot of like metal channels bring this up, but I wanted to go over why it sucks to have an ego and not value humbleness in the metal scene, as an artist, a content creator, or just anything you do, really, because, well, I am an artist, not a well-known one, very tiny, and obviously the YouTube channel took off pretty good, but no means is my channel big or anything compared to a lot of them out there. But I've always put a lot of value on being humble and not having any ego, because too many of these bands and these people, they just get so engrossed in what they've done and who they are, and they put up this kind of front, this image. It's not who they really are, but it's kind of how they come off, and it usually comes off as a little snobbish and a little bit of being like a dick, and that's not really metal to me. Metal should be gritty. It should be, about a little bit about brotherhood, sisterhood too. Let's not exclude the chicks, but I just think it's stupid. Like, when you've done a lot of great things, it's good to, pat yourself on the back and acknowledge those. You should do that. You need to tell yourself that you're really great at doing stuff when you are, and you need to acknowledge when you're really good at something, because you shouldn't deny that. But, bragging and, acting like you're better because you have more numbers than someone with nothing, or because you're good at an instrument, or you make music, it doesn't make you better than anyone. Every single person watching the video right now has just as much of a voice as I do or anybody else does on this platform. And same with musicians, man. Like, I know we're all fans of these legendary bands and we fucking worship these bands, but you should never get on your hands and knees and crawl for these bands. You name any band that are like gods of metal. I would not like get on my knees for anyone in the metal scene. I don't care who it is, if it's my favorite band. Uh, like, a lot of people need to stop having this sheep mentality, and this kind of gets into my next point, that, like, dude, like, it's ridiculous the point to which I'm sure social media has contributed to it, but it's just ridiculous how much self-degradation people have. Like, it's kind of sick to see, and how little people think of themselves. I just want everybody to think about that next time they like meet an awesome band member that they love. Of course you're gonna be excited. Of course you love them. Like, you're so connected to the music, but you should never act like anybody's better than you, and you know, uh, you should never show respect to someone that isn't giving you that same respect back. Numbers don't matter, music doesn't matter, accomplishments don't matter. There's people at all stages differently in life, and none of that matters. Like, I'm telling you, every single person, doesn't matter who you are, that's watching the video right now, you have just as much a voice, if you want to, as anybody else. Like, nobody is of any more importance than anybody else, is what I'm trying to say. People make good music, people make YouTube videos, people might write books and stuff, but I mean, it's just a crock of shit. And I've noticed a lot of people in the metal scene have this like Rockstar fucking bullshit attitude about them, like, oh, you should know, like back when I said this in an interview or in a podcast once, it's like, dude, these are your fans. They pay money. They support you. A lot of them are gonna know everything about you, but a lot of them aren't. They don't have the fucking time. People have jobs. People have lives. People have their own music to create. People have their own shit to do. You're not like a fucking god. And I think it's so anti-metal to like project yourself as this like just fucking like glamorous, like, oh, everyone should know who I am. I'm better than like everybody. It's like, no, dude, nobody owes you that. Uh, you got to remember that fans make the world go round, and it's the same fucking thing with YouTube too. Without the viewers, there's no YouTube channels. Without the fans, there's no music. There's no income coming in from merch sales or just listening and buying records and stuff. It's like, dude, I'm so sick of that. And it's like, why is there so many people in the metal scene like that? It's like there shouldn't be. It's such a crock of shit, and it's just sickening to see, because it's like you listen to the music and it's gritty, it's dark, it's underground, and then you see some of these fucking, I don't want to say the word posers because I don't like misusing the word, but fucking posers that act like these glamorous fucking rock stars, and it's like, dude, get the fuck out of here with your dramatic diva ass. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. And so, like, a big thing I want to say to people, like, and I know a lot of you are like, oh, this video is not fucking necessary. It's just, I just wanted to talk about it. It just came to my head. But like, people gotta stop acting like sheep. Don't just follow everything aimlessly. Don't listen to everything someone says just because you're a fan. Don't fucking faint or like get insane and weird when you meet like a band member and stuff. They don't even want that. It's like just 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 realize that you're worth as much as any of these other people, and it's just ridiculous. Don't listen to anybody that says otherwise. There's too many fucking divas in the metal scene and fucking everywhere, dude. You gotta ignore people like that. And this message, there's a lot of people who are in their like 40s, 50s, and 60s who watch my channel, and a lot of them probably already, they're like, dude, fuck, I'm way ahead of you. I've been doing that since before you were born. But it's more to like a lot of people younger than me, like teenagers or just hitting their early 20s. And it's like, just don't devalue yourself, man. It really looks weak, and it's not about just how it looks. It's a little bit taxing on it's got to be taxing on your on how you feel worth in yourself. Like, just don't worship anything, man. Like, it's like we talk so much shit about religions in metal, and it's like, if you do that, then you should also be shitting on anybody who thinks that their word is fucking sound, and like that nobody else's opinions are just as good. It's the same with musical tastes, dude. It's like when I make these videos, they're just my own taste. By no means am I saying it's be all and end all. If you do that, you're kind of a dumbass, like, you know, unless it's sarcastic. But dude, like, just drop the fucking princess ego like mentality. There's a lot of crybabies in metal, and like, it's just get over yourself. It's ridiculous. And it doesn't matter how big or small it is, because people act like this whether they have a tiny following or a huge following. It's just like across the board, shut the fuck up. No, like, nobody who, you know, thinks with their brain is gonna want to listen to your bullshit. It's just that it's bullshit, and you can make great music, but if you're a dumbass person, it's like, well, then you're just gonna be the guy who makes great music and you're a dumbass in everything else. Why don't you blend those two together? uh, it's not a bad thing to be a good human being and like have morals and um, care about other people, not too much, not at the expense of yourself. And there's a lot of dumbasses out there that aren't worth it. But all I'm saying is just really don't be a sheep, and everybody should value themselves just as much as anybody else. Like, it's funny because I'm saying don't have an ego, but it's kind of tying into anybody who doesn't have any following or anybody who doesn't play music and they just want to have a good time and listen to it. It's like, dude, anybody that is like that, you guys are just as awesome as anybody who actually does it and makes and creates stuff. Creativity should not induce this feeling of being better than anyone else. It's such horse shit, you know? And I have by no means been in the music world for a super long time, considering how young I am. But holy fuck, dude. Like, it's impossible to work with certain people because they're just fucking insufferable and they can't get over themselves. And you can't have a band doing that. Nothing works, and you end up just having to fucking get rid of them and get a different person. And then they end up not even doing anything anyway, and just they're basically they're basically just sitting there wanting to live the lifestyle of a rock star, which that doesn't happen in underground metal. Jesus fucking Christ. And secondly, they don't really seem to want to like they don't want to put in the work. They just want to fucking like talk about how great they are. So just, food for thought. Just a little video. I love all my viewers because you guys are the reason I'm here, and we're coming up on 2K subs, which is crazy. I never thought that like that many people would want to watch me, and I really appreciate it. It's really fucking cool to see that interaction. I'm sorry if this was a boring one. It almost wasn't fully about metal. It was kind of about everything. But something I would love for everybody to like get down in the comments is telling me what you guys want to see. I have a lot of like ideas lined up, and I love doing the like top 10 lists. I love doing the deep dives on bands. Uh, but I want to know like personal stuff you guys want to see, or like any odd videos that might not be conventional, but also conventional stuff. Like, I'm trying to really like get in tune with all my subscribers. I really want to like do what you guys want to see from me, Like, that's kind of what I'm building the whole channel around, because I'm not I like making the videos, but I'm not making them for myself. It's like I'm making them so you guys can watch them. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys understood this video and I spoke clearly enough for you guys to get it. But yeah, I will see you on the next video, and thanks for tuning in. Oh, and one more thing. I forgot to mention that I'm going to be in New York on the 19th, and I'm going to be at the Incantation Mortician Pyrexia show. So if any of you are there, it would be really cool to like meet some of you. I think some of you will probably be there because that's going to be a fucking banger of a show. But anyway, yeah, I will see you on the next video. See you next time.